No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sundevils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sundevils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sundevils will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Houston's offense will get the ball first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chomp up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Sundevils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Grab near the marker. It's Tyson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sundevils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Tyson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires the pass, intercepted. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Houston 14,
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab in the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's a first down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Sundevils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levitt. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the Sundevils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I like the quarterback's thought process on this one because you're just going to your best player, looking for your best matchup. This guy one-on-one is a nightmare to cover. Outstanding route running, and he's got great hands as well. This quarterback is going to be looking his way a lot in this game.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. On over the middle, it's McClain. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Sundevils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give to the tailback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the end zone. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. We saw it right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Broussard. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Creates a little space. Wide open on the right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the middle. Basic connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
To throw, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Udo. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Sundevils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
that third down play turned into a disaster.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Sundevils looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Shoots it to the left. They are just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. On the run, it's Connors. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finding open areas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Tyson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a
hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The short hands, it's Tyson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Two of their three red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sundevils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go into halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air, it's Wegman. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
And the Sundevils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running to Green. The Sundevils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Sundevils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
In the red area, it's Udo. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Right back to the well. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Levin. snagged in the middle. It's Moss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Sundevils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Right on the money. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Sanford. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Give to the single back. Nice move to keep running. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Broussard. And they get him down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Moss. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sundevils. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. On the ground, it's Sanford. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Connors.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, hey, great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. Now, you say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Broussard. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Got it behind the line. It's Tyson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tyson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Udo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levin. Finds his big tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Sundevils with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He's got it. He stopped it, forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Broussard. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Cougars are marching down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for a huge play. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, Dave. And how will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Got room to work.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Sundevils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.